Example 3 of section 1.1, we are going to graph a couple more functions and then we're going to compare their graphs together to see what happened. So I've got f of x is x plus 2 minus 3 in absolute value, and g of x is the absolute value of 2x plus 2 minus 3. Now before we even start, you notice that the only difference between these two functions is that g of x has a 2x in place of x. What we're basically going to see is how that affects the graph, okay? So here we go. The first one, I picked values -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. I've done that for both of them actually. And I've taken the liberty of putting these values in for x, writing it all down in both cases. If you want to pause the video and catch up by writing all those down, feel free to do that now and then come back. So hopefully you were able to do that. So let's make sure we evaluate these correctly. -2 plus 2 is 0, which has an absolute value of 0. If we subtract 3, we get -3. -1 plus 2 is 1, which has an absolute value of 1, minus 3 gives me -2. 0 plus 2 is 2, 2 minus 3, -1. 1 plus 2 is 3, which has an absolute value of 3, minus 3 is 0. And the absolute value of 2 plus 2 is 4. Absolute value of 4 minus 3 is 1. Well, you notice these kept going up, but it never came down. So I'm going to have to go back this way. Let's try -3. So -3 plus 2, that's a -1. And -1 has an absolute value of 1. So that's 1. Minus 3 is -2. Aha. So here it went down first and then back up. So now if I graph this, 3 left, 2 down, 2 left, 3 down. It was going down at first. Now 1 left, 2 down. Now it's going to come back up. 0, -1, 1, 0, and 2, 1. So let's graph this by drawing a blue line. Okay, so here we go, starting at the vertex and going up through these points, and then at the vertex and going through these points. So you notice we have this graph that has been moved 2 to the left and 3 down. You can see the +2 and the -3, and it's up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. So now let's look at the red graph, g of x. So 2 times -2 is -4. -4 plus 2 is -2, which has an absolute value of 2, and 2 minus 3 is -1. 2 times -1 is -2, plus 2 is 0, which has an absolute value of 0, and when you subtract 3, you get -3, so it's gone down. Now 2 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2, which has an absolute value of 2, minus 3 is -1. So it went down, now it's coming back up. Good. 2 plus 2 is 4, which has an absolute value of 4, minus 3 is 1. And 2 times 2 is 4, plus 2 is 6, which has an absolute value of 6, minus 3 is 3. Now let's graph these. -2, -1, -1, -3, 0, -1, 1, 1, and 2, 3. So on this one, we can see that the graph is going up through these points from the vertex, and then up to the left, it's actually coming down as we come from left to right. Kind of looks like this. So they want us to compare these graphs. Well, I graphed the blue one, and it shifted 2 left and 3 down. How is the red one different? Well, because we put 2x in place of x, you notice what happened is the graph, even look at the points here. -2, -3 went to -2, -1. They definitely changed, the values changed. How did they change? Well, if you look at this point at -4, it moved twice as close to the axis. -3 moved to about -1.5. -2 here moved to -1. -1 here moved to -0.5. 0 stayed at 0. 1 moved to 0.5. 2 moved to 1. And this point, 4 moved to 2. Everything got cut in half. So we would say that g of x is a horizontal, we're going to call it a shrink, by a factor of 1/2. Let's say a horizontal shrink of f of x. So g of x is a horizontal shrink of f of x by a factor of 1/2. Due all to that 2x instead of x in there. Okay, so interesting. We'll do more of this in the next video.